For you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic class. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels. And the shot to clear is about to kick it away and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UNLV's offense will go to work first. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Yeah, and let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed in the middle. It's Simmons. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Rebels have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Back to pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And the Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. Here's the heat. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run, run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Coastal Carolina shot to clears offense has the ball for the 1st time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for senior year too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something.
There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The shot that clears will have it 1st and 10. White going to attack through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Vincent. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's going to take off. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job.
Got enough space. He goes out of bounds, and he is really close to the goal line there, knocking on the door. And the shot to clears are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
The best running backs are the guys that can just snip out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. He marched 78 yards down the field and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. He didn't do it that time.
Grab behind the line. It's Hatcher. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. White wants to throw it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The shot that clears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. first down. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. All right, guys, let's talk a little Coastal Carolina. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. He's inside the 15. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Let's take a step back, talk big picture, Coastal Carolina. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back, a guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. The Rebels backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Looking downfield on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The play action fake. On the run, fires downfield. Pulls it in. He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's first and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Rebels will line it up on first and 10. Tight end now in motion. On the ground, it's Hatcher. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. They feed him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Fires to the big fella. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. White going to attack through the air. They're working that left side. There he goes. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Quickly complete. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Inside the 30 at the the 29. It's a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Vincent. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the shot to clears have pushed it inside the 20. They just keep firing. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Coastal! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Sims. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Clinton. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Rides the back and leaves it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he's stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for room, it's Hatcher. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Caught in the backfield, it's West. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Rebels will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. White wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The shot that clears line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed.
Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll be ridden out of bounds, but not before a good pickup on that one. The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNLV. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the returner will be knocked down. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Making a play. To open the drive, can really get the momentum going. 1st down from the 43. Oh, they're after him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Chanticleers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rush is on him. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The Chanticleers will call on their punt team. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They think there's room to run to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it in the middle, it's Simmons. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Fires to the tight end.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
3rd down coming up after that completion. Got his man quickly. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Chanticleers will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Off the play fake. Looking left. Wide open downfield. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Hatcher. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. and he missed it. No good. And here in the fourth quarter, still all tied up, guys. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. White going to attack through the air. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Caught near the sticks. It's Vincent. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Chanticleers are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. He'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. And the Chanticleers decide to punt it away. And they'll just down it right there.
That is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
They'll run it from the gun. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? You just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. I think you've got to try to win it here. Don't run the risk of going to overtime. They'll run play action. On the move, he fires. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The Rebels send out the punt unit. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Motion from the back. White wants to throw it. Swings it out to the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Chanticleers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. On the run, still looking. Fires downfield. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
First play of the first possession of OT. Gives it on the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Cooks. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights, and now they have a 3-point lead here in OT.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. White going to attack through the air. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. This is one of the best games we've called this season. A thriller.